Hello and welcome to On the Floor. I'm David Locke.
And I'm Boone.
And it's the Utah Jazz and the Milwaukee Bucks. And what do we got? Giannis did his work early, and he worked hard before the game. We actually had it on. I was in the Jazz coach's office, and they have the cameras out here, and we were watching him work out. He works out hard before games.
Fascinating, David. But have you heard anything about load management with him?
Not with him.
Not with him.
Joe Ingles working with Vince LaGarza, Donovan Mitchell working with Lamar Skeeter, Johnny Bryant usually the coach with Donovan, but Johnny Bryant has the scout, so he's back in the locker room getting that ready. Let's step one step this way. So that's the way that coaches thing works. I remember preseason with Giannis. Here's Brooke Lopez on the way out. Stanford University. That was a big, strong man.
Entirely different look than his brother.
Yeah, his brother's very moppy.
His brother looks like the 60s when it was like the hippie days and free speech and free love and all that kind of stuff.
So I remember preseason, we were out on the floor, and Giannis walked by us in the preseason. It was his first game since the World Cup, and his first game in the NBA since losing in the playoffs to the and he hasn't blinked yet. Like, this guy won the MVP and has come back with a chip on his shoulder.
Well, because there was some doubt last year on whether he should get it. I think this year he wants to make sure that it's no doubt. I mean, there's no way you can say that I don't deserve this. But, you know, he's improving every game. Only thing that he lacks right now is that consistent or reliable three-point shot. And
hit four of them against the Clippers. If he hits four of them tonight, the whole league's going to quit.
He's still shooting 20, what?
Right.
You know?
Might have broken through.
Right.
I mean, the logic would say he goes about one of his next 14. Hopefully that's true after making four the other night. But if he for some reason doesn't. By the way, there's the other Lopez. I think he's with, I can't tell. I think I know who that is. I don't want to say from this far away and be wrong on live video. That's never good. All right, so how do the Milwaukee was 30th in the league last year in the amount of three-pointers allowed. They're 29th this year. So we just shoot 63s tonight?
If they're there, shoot them. But you get the feeling that they're not going to be there. I mean, I heard Bud say that he does not want his team shooting a lot of threes.
He didn't say why. They shoot 44% of their shots as threes.
What did he say, though, David? He said he does not want that
I didn't hear that.
I got it written down. I'll show it to you.
I think you're making things up. They take the second most amount of threes of any team in the league.
Yeah. And they have a ton of three-point shooters, and that's probably the reason for it. Even the guys coming off the bench from Forward or George Hill, all of those guys, they shoot a number of threes.
They take 32 catch-and-shoot threes a game. 32 catch-and-shoot threes.
So those catch-and-shoot threes, meaning good ball movement, and it starts with Giannis, dribble penetration.
And Bledsoe's a pretty good penetrator.
And the spacing is there. And Bledsoe's very good penetrator.
And they have a lifted five because Lopez pays. So they have all game, I think, at 46. We came back from behind, and so I mean, I'll be curious to see them. Statistically, they're every bit as good as they were a year ago.
I think they're better. I mean, I think right now the confidence level of this team tells me that we're the best team in the NBA. I think they're better. Maybe not from a statistical standpoint. I know you have the numbers on that, but I think overall, George Hill is playing very, very well. You heard Bud say that it's a luxury, to have 2-point guards like Hill and Bledsoe. That mixture, I think, really makes this a very good basketball.
Lost Malcolm Brogdon in the offseason, and he is killing it in Indiana.
Having a great time, yeah.
I can't believe what he's doing in Indiana. How do the Jazz get some more transition opportunities? They have not run enough, and you don't really want to get in the half-court set against this team with a 7-foot Lopez and a 7-foot Giannis.
Well, if I'm just thinking about that, David, they go back, and I think we discussed this in practice one day, where they get the rebound and go. Don't look for Conley, don't look for Donovan Mitchell, anything like that. But it's more of a control transition offense that they use if they get it and go and don't let that defense get set.
The Jazz and the Milwaukee Bucks should be a good one. If the Jazz can get this one, they will probably be favored in most of their next 7 games.
Well, that would be great. The Jazz to get off to a great start. I think last year at this time the Jazz were 4-4, and then had a pretty good month of December. Then the second half of the season, it was on. So the Jazz get better and better, and I think the reason for that, especially this year, is the number of new players. 10 new players this year, and getting used to the new system. Getting guys acclimated to what role they have out there on the floor. It might take just a little bit longer.
Interesting to watch Mike Conley. Now, this is a tough one. You don't get to the rim on these guys. Milwaukee allows 27% of the shots at the rim, the lowest rate of any team in the league. They just deny the rim, so we'll see how the Jazz do it. That's been On the Floor. Thanks very much for tuning in.